Hey everyone, now we have what will hopefully be the first of many double features this year as I delve into the Abbott and Costello filmography. Starting of course with their first film together, the 1940 movie One Night in the Tropics, starring Allan Jones, Nancy Kelly, and Robert Cummings. Now Steve Harper, Robert Cummings, is engaged to Cynthia Merrick, Nancy Kelly. But Steve keeps running into trouble with his fiance's aunt, Kitty Marblehead, Mary Boland, not to mention his former girlfriend, Mickey Fitzgerald, Peggy Moran, who is trying to stop the marriage. Now Steve's buddy, Jim Lucky Moore, Allan Jones, who is in the insurance business, believes the marriage will happen, and thus decides to give Steve love insurance. However, Jim's father, the owner of the insurance company, doesn't want to take on the policy. So Jim goes in with mobster Roscoe, William Frawley. However, Cynthia catches Steve kissing Mickey, or rather the other way around since Mickey had him cornered against his will in the phone booth, and so Cynthia decides to leave with her aunt for San Marcos in South America. Now Jim manages to get on the boat to follow her, while Steve gets detained by Mickey, until he is rescued by Roscoe and his two enforcers, Abbott and Costello. Yep, they're playing themselves here essentially. Now while on the boat, Jim starts to fall for Cynthia, and she for him. But he finds himself also trying to remind her of Steve so that she will marry him. However, Mickey manages to get to San Marcos by fooling Abbott and Costello, where she discovers the insurance policy and tells Cynthia. And together, the two of them decide to get back at the boys, making them both jealous, since Steve's feelings for Mickey were getting stronger. Now, the movie was based on the novel Love Insurance by Earl der Biggers. It had been filmed twice before, both times as silent movies. Originally, this film version went under the title of Riviera, which was actually the name of an unproduced musical by Jerome Kern, whose music was used here. Now, upon its release, critics were generally unkind to the movie, except for their comments on Abbott and Costello, who made their debut here. Now, those two, everybody seemed to love, and they were quickly signed to a new contract with Abbott with the Universal Studios. Now, honestly, when it comes to this movie, I kind of agree with the critics. The music, in spite of its pedigree being written by Jerome Kern with lyrics by Dorothy Fields or Oscar Hammerstein II, the music is very much forgettable to me. Now, as a whole, I would say that the movie would probably be forgotten, if not for the presence of Abbott and Costello in their first movie together as a team, since Costello had made appearances doing stunts and stuff nearly a decade before. Now, they make use of several of their comedy routines here, including 2/10 for a 5, Jonah and the Whale, 365 Days Firing, part of their classic Who's on First routine, and Mustard, which apparently required the set to be cleared since the crew kept ruining takes with their laughter. Now, sure, their routines kind of break up the action, but as I said, the rest of the movie isn't really that great, so very pleasant interruptions here. Now, if only to see Abbott and Costello, this movie is still worth recommending seeing at least once. Now, this movie is available on Blu-ray from Shout Factory as part of the 28 film The Complete Abbott and Costello Universal Pictures Collection. Also on DVD from Universal themselves, either individually or as part of a similar collection. But the movie is 43 minutes in length. Well, that's all I have to say on this one, everybody. So thanks for listening, and I hope you'll keep coming back for more.